Hi everyone. Okay, so today let's get to it. We're gonna do a very, very quick look. Okay, so I've got everything set out here. I'm doing this look with, I believe, Everything Drugstore. Yes, this should all be very affordable drugstore makeup. And so I'm going to start with this Simply Ageless CoverGirl Olay foundation. So I'm just going to put a pump right here on the back of my hand. And it's going to be a very nice, quick, dewy look for the spring summer. And I'm going to add in just a tiny bit of this L'Oreal True Match Lumi Glow Illuminator. You don't have to add this, but I'm just going to add it because I haven't used it in a while and I want to use it again and see how it works. And I'm just going to add some of that. I'm going to kind of mix it around on the back of my hand, and I'm going to apply this with my fingers. Now, like I said, I want this to be super easy and kind of quick, so that's why we're just going in with our fingers. Now, just make sure your hands are clean, and this works just fine. Now, this foundation is a very moussey texture, and it honestly almost dries down to like a matte, powdery finish on your skin. So, unless you're extremely oily, you probably won't need to powder with this foundation. At least I don't have to. Taking it down my neck. And there we go. It's all rubbed in. We're done. That's foundation. Now, what I'm going to be doing is I'm actually going to kind of try and do something that my mom could do, because my mom is not somebody who spends a lot of money or a lot of time on makeup. She's like, let's go in, let's get it done, put my face on, and out the door. She's a teacher, so she has 6-year-olds, 20 like 6-year-olds all day long, so she don't got time to mess with her makeup. So she, she likes makeup though. So foundation done, and this is actually the foundation that my mom uses. Okay, so foundation done. That was actually foundation and primer all in one, and it makes you a little bit extra glowy with that illuminating primer. Okay, now next I'm gonna go in real fast and do my brows. If you have natural awesome brows, you may not need to do anything to your brows, but for me, I have some like patchiness. So I mean, already with this brow gel you can see the difference that makes. So this is all I'm doing. This is the Essence Make Me brow gel. This stuff, you guys, is like $2.99 and it's amazing. I don't know how you guys are with your brow products, but I am not somebody who's like, ooh, brow products, fun. Like, I'm not. It's just kind of like a necessary evil because I overplucked my brows in my early 20s. So, they never have grown back the same, so I have to use brow products. But, a lot of times, there's, the really good higher end brow products, or there's the sort of drugstore ones. But this one, Make Me Brow by Essence. This stuff is amazing. And, I can use as much as I want to, and I don't have to worry about it because it's only $2.99. And there we go. Filled in, looks a little bit more polished, done with brows. Now, I'm going to go into my bronzer, Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, with a big brush like that. This is a this is a Real Techniques blush brush, but I use it for bronzer all the time. Okay, done. On to blush. Taking this angled blush brush by Wet n Wild, and a Milani blush. This is Blossom Time Rose powder blush. Now this one's not super pigmented, so I'm really like kind of digging into it. But, ooh, I forget how pretty of a blush this is. Look at that. Really pretty blush. Here we go. Okay. Now, on to a quick little bit of highlights. I've got two highlights here, actually. One is the Essence Pure Nude Highlight. This is an awesome highlight, and it's only like $5. It's a very natural looking highlight though. Like, it's not one that's gonna make you like super glowy, but it's very nice and natural looking. Honestly, I will sometimes take a big powder brush and just like fluff this everywhere. Now I'm gonna go into the Wet n Wild Precious Petals highlighting powder. But you don't have to use as many highlights. You don't have to use any highlight, but you know, I like a little extra glowiness on certain parts of the face. So this one is a little bit extra glowy. Is where the other one's a little bit more natural. This one's a little bit more like, how glowy. Alright. And this one's also like less than $5. I'm going to be using two different things. Number one, I'm going to be using this little palette, the new Wet n Wild Rose in the Air palette. Semi-new palette. And this big fluffy blending brush from Wet n Wild. This is the P20. Now, I'm going to go into this bottom transition shade. And just go straight into my crease. Now, you saw when I put my foundation on that I did run a little bit of that foundation on top of my lid. That's because I'm not using a primer right now. I'm trying to do it a little bit quicker, everything, so we didn't use a primer. But I put some of that foundation on, and because this foundation sort of sets to like a powdery finish without any actual powder, you can kind of get away with putting it on the eyelid and it won't be sticky or tacky or anything like that. And so when it dries to that powdery matte finish, you can fluff eyeshadow over it and it actually looks really nice. So that's just that transition shade. Now I could go in with one of the shimmers from this palette, but the shimmers in this palette are not the strong suit of this palette, so instead I'm going in with some very affordable, very good quality Beauty Me Vivian eyeshadows right here. These can be found on Etsy. Beauty Me Vivian. Okay, now I'm gonna go into the color Bronze, which is right there. That very bronzy, goldish color. I'm just gonna go in with my finger, see right there, and put that on my lid. Starting at the inner corner and just sort of dragging it out. Inner corner, dragging it out to the edge. There we go. Now you can stop right here, put on mascara if you want, or I'm gonna go in with a smaller little brush. You could stop right here, like I said, and that's, you know, plenty of eyeshadow. But if you want to deepen it up, add a little bit more. I'm gonna go in with this chocolate color right here. Just a tiny, just like but all you need. You still might want to tap off your brush. I'm gonna go into the crease. Just right here on the outer edge, bring it a little bit into the crease, but mainly focusing on that outer edge. And that's it. Another little dunk for the other side. And that's it. Now, I'm gonna do another little tap into that shadow, that same shadow. Now I'm gonna take this same brush, I'm gonna pinch it to make it like that. And I'm gonna just sweep a little bit of this on my bottom lash line. Another little dunk, pinch, and sweep this on my bottom lash line. I was trying to do this with as few brushes as possible, because I know not everybody has an extensive brush collection. I'm gonna go back in with that first Wet n Wild brush and just sort of blend the edges a little bit. And now I'm gonna take my finger. There's actually a nice highlight in this collection here. The Beauty Me Vivian shadows. This one right here is the color Ghost. That can be used actually as a highlight. So if you have any of the Beauty Me Vivian shadows, like this shadow, look at that, boom, 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 boom. This shadow alone can be used as a highlight. So you could skip the other highlighters and just go straight for this one if you wanted to. I'm just applying a little bit of that to my brow bone with my finger. And like you could even take this and like pat it on your cheeks. Like that. There we go. So there we go. Alright, now eyes are done. I'm going to pop on some mascara, L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara, my favorite drugstore mascara. On the bottom of the lashes, on the outer edge, sort of rock back and forth and sweep upwards. And then I just kind of go quicker to build volume. Get those outer lashes with the tip of the brush. And then kind of work my way in. Sort of blinking those little lashes in the front through. There we go. Now a little bit on the bottom. And that's it. What a difference mascara makes, huh guys? Oh. Now pop on a gloss or a lipstick, whatever you want, and you're good to go. Now that would take me, what I did would take me like about 5 to 7 minutes if I wasn't, you know, trying to explain it and show products and all that. That is pretty quick makeup. We didn't do extra concealer. We didn't do, you know, powder and the whole deal. Just foundation with a glowy kind of thing. Oh, and if you want this to last all day, use a setting spray. Beauty Me Vivian has an awesome setting spray. Like, look how pretty. Or you could use some MAC Fix Plus or Tarte setting spray. Whatever setting spray you have. Any setting spray. Just set your face so it will last all day and kind of lock in that sort of dewy glow as well. Oh, and one thing I forgot I was gonna do actually to make this a little bit more springtime. Now, like I said, of course you can stop right here, but another thing you can do to make this look, pump it up a little bit more for spring, is to add a color underneath on your lash line. Like, this is a very nice, you know, neutral, nice anytime sort of look. But if you want for spring, you can pop a little color like that on your bottom lash line, or like this one, this pink. I think I'm gonna go in with that pink. Let's see. I'm gonna take a little dab of it on a little smudger brush. This is the Wet n Wild P10. And I'm just gonna go. This is my quick makeup look. Hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe if you want. And yeah. By the way, these are all like some of my favorite products. These are some of my favorite like drugstore products. So if you're ever wondering what my favorite drugstore products are, it's these. So I guess that's about all, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.